Hi everyone! So it's been super enjoyable to be swatching out these. Last time that I did the overview of my Daler Rowney acrylic inks, the F.Ws, and an extra couple colors that I had from System 3 in Amsterdam. And it's really helpful for me to have all the colors on one page. And to be honest, I have only a few pages left actually. So 1, 2, 3, including the one we will be working on today, to finish the sketchbook. And I have been kind of, working in the sketchbook this year and I think a bit of last year. So I really am ready to finish it and do a flip through and all of that. I love coming to the end of sketchbooks because it means I have really enjoyed it, I have been using it, and then I want to just go back and see all the work I've done on all the other pages. So I thought it would be a great way of kind of do side-by-side little swatch play here. Okay, so let's see, I've done the same thing. Here is my little trolley, and I think I counted 16 of them. I put them in order. Did I say trolley? I meant basket. I put them in the order that the color code comes, or the color number, and basically that's the order that I got. And all I'm going to do is just play with them and swatch them out. I'm not going to be doing any mixing or anything, just plain swatches. It can be quite helpful to see the colors if you're interested to, or if you are actually looking for a certain color, to see them swatched out. You might find your perfect color. So I won't start with the white one because that's the first color, and I'm not convinced we're going to see much of it anyway, but I would say this much. This is a great color to have for a number of different things if you wanted to create really strong highlights. But the reason I bought this color is because I wanted to create pastel and opaque colors with all of the other colors that I have, so that I could have a flexibility of playing with beautiful transparent colors as well as with opaque pastel ones. And because these are dye based, all of them are transparent, so nothing is settling at the bottom of it, so they're not pigment based, therefore they're lovely and transparent, and they don't need any mixing up. But I still kind of do a couple of one of those upside down movements, and it's fine. Like, it's just really easy to work with. So keep in mind that they might not be light fast, and I don't think they actually are, but they can be used in a number of different ways. So let's see, the first color I have here is yellow ochre. So I'm going to do a couple of swatches, one as it is and then one with water. Just so we get a good look of it. Then we have fuchsia. Look at that beautiful brightness. Next one is pink beige, and I think this is the color that I use very frequent in my illustrations. You can see it's very light. There is not much of a color to it, especially if you add a bit more water. It's very light color to work with, but it's perfect for Caucasian skin tone. Alright, next one we have deep ochre, another good one. So yellow ochre and deep ochre, they're beautiful. Then we have, what's this? Burnt Sienna. Of course, I would not be able to do without burnt sienna. So here we go. Next color we have Sepia. Then we have Beige, which is similar to the, what was it, pink beige, but it kind of has an interesting green undertone, especially when it comes out of the bottle, like so. And it kind of separates into colors. I'm not sure if it's just mine or if it's supposed to be like that. But yeah, that's what it is. Okay, next one, we're diving into the pinks now. So we've got reddish brown, or rather not pinks but like reds, I suppose. So you can see with a bit of water you lose the intensity quite quickly. So if you wanted to work with a lighter tone, add water. If you wanted the deepest you can get, work straight from the bottle, from the pipette. Next one we have Mahogany. Now that's a good color. That's a color that has been recommended by one of my viewers. It's gorgeous. The way you would work with these colors is if you had some sort of like a little palette or something, you know, like a mixing tray. You could even mix the colors in between themselves to create your own perfect mixes. Then we have Indigo. Next color we have Pastel Blue. So it's one of those very light colors right here. I mean, you hardly need to add any water, it's already very, very light. As soon as you add any water, it just goes into very, very light color, which is great if that's what you're after. Then we have, what was that? Bluish green. Oh yeah, I was watching, I can't remember now who it was a long time ago, last year sometime, during the crazy 2020 days, an illustrator here on YouTube, and she was using a beautiful turquoise color by Ecolines, and I couldn't get that exact color, so I ended up getting this one. Okay, so then we have bronze green. I really don't know why it's called bronze green. It just looks like sap green to me. Oh, sorry, I need to move my water so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, hope this is better. Also keep in mind, like with any dye-based products, the lines do dry quite fast. So if you didn't want to have a line, make sure you go over with your brush fairly quickly after placing. So if I went over the colour, it would start sort of moving because it's water soluble, but it would be staining the page. This is a beautiful grey colour and it's called Grey. Same thing, quite light. And then finally, this is a bit of a speciality color here. It's their gold, which looks beautiful. Settled at the bottom of the bottle. It's beautiful to add into your regular watercolors, or you can, by the way, mix them with your regular watercolors and see what happens. They are quite interesting. And then this you can also mix. Now this is going to be a bit tricky. It's quite gloopy, so I can't achieve the same look here. But anyway, yeah, you can't achieve a detail with this pipette because of its texture. And with water, you can see this beautiful micas moving around and floating, like so. I mean, this is really thick. I don't know how this is going to dry, really. But yeah, these are the colors. They're so beautiful. I'm going to wait for them to dry a little and then title and give you a little bit of a close-up. Okay, so let me bring these swatches closer to you. And here we go. So we have yellow ochre, fuchsia, pink beige, deep ochre, burnt sienna, sepia, beige. So the beige one, where I was mentioning before, it has an interesting kind of green outline almost. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera here. Yeah, the actual mass tone is really pretty, but you do end up with a bit of something green there. Reddish brown, mahogany, indigo, pastel blue, bluish green. Bluish green is interesting as well. It has that slight separation where you can see traces of blue. You can see them here on the camera. In reality, this is a much more greener color. I don't know why it comes out on the camera as so turquoise. It's definitely more green. It's like phthalocyanine green type of a color. And yeah, those bits here that you can see, those are the blue that come through. Bronze green, again, it remains a mystery to me why it's called bronze green. If any one of you knows, do let us know down below in the comments. Grey, very pretty grey. It has a bit of like purpley pinky situation going on here. Very nice. I personally like it. So over here. And then the gold, so here is with water and here is without. It's still drying and I guess it will take quite a while because it's really thick up there. But let me just show you the shimmers of it. Yeah, so one thing, if I just put them side by side with the previous compared, with the previously swatched acrylic inks, as a comparison, you can see that these, although you can get this beautiful look, but you have to work at it, and you will be able to get these blossoms, but the color still remains at its mass tone, although this is quite beautiful in my opinion. But you can see there is none, I mean, it sort of almost looks like flat. All of the swatches look the same color in any direction that you look, as opposed to something like here, where you get the light to dark, again lighter to darker, lighter to darker, lighter to darker, lighter to darker, and here as well. All of these kind of watercolor effects that you can get from the acrylic inks, basically you can't really get from the Ecoline Liquid Watercolour. So if you like that, you know, reliable, flat all over color, when I say flat, I mean it will be that color laid throughout your segment of painting that you're doing, without changing to these effects, which again, it really depends on the style you're working with, then you would enjoy Ecoline a lot. Yeah, and that is it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. Maybe you found some colors that you like. And yeah, let me know what other colors you have been using. If you're already familiar with Ecoline Liquid Watercolors, what colors would you recommend to add? I definitely want to add that turquoise, which looks in real life very close to what you can see now on camera, and not as green as this one is. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching and see you soon.